Oh, he's bowling! Wow, he's just giving himself a bit of room. And
Tomo was scary. Some of the spells that he bowled were just amazing.
Very fast at the moment. Up in the block, oh, big appeal there for LBW. He's given him out. Justice has been done.
His pace was frightening, absolutely frightening. They talk about Sharbat saying that it's one thing to bowl 155.
Jeff Thomson, a name that still echoes through the hallowed halls of cricketing history. With a bowling action that defied convention and a raw, untamed aggression, he terrorized batsmen and redefined the art of fast bowling. His blistering pace and menacing presence on the pitch left an indelible mark on the game, forever etching his name in the annals of cricketing folklore. But behind the ferocious deliveries and the aura of invincibility lay a complex and troubled individual, grappling with the demons of his past. Thomson's career was a rollercoaster ride of triumphs, controversies, and personal struggles, leaving a legacy that is as fascinating as it is divisive. In this video, we delve into the turbulent journey of Jeff Thomson, exploring the man behind the myth. We'll uncover the raw power and aggression that made him a cricketing legend, as well as the controversies and personal battles that shaped his life off the pitch. If you're a fan of cricketing history and want to understand the complexities of one of its most enigmatic figures, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Join us as we explore the fascinating story of Jeff Thomson, the Thunder from Down Under.
Tomo was in the high 150, 158, 159, and in the 160s on a consistent basis.
Emerging from the sun-drenched cricket fields of Australia, Jeff Thomson burst onto the international scene like a bolt of lightning. His raw pace and unorthodox slinging action sent shockwaves through the cricketing world, establishing him as one of the most fearsome fast bowlers the game had ever seen. Thomson's journey to the top was anything but conventional. A late bloomer, he didn't make his first-class debut for New South Wales until the age of 22. However, his impact was immediate. His express pace and ability to extract steep bounce from any pitch made him a nightmare for batsmen. His bowling was a visceral experience, a relentless assault on the senses that left even the most seasoned professionals quaking in their boots. Thomson's breakthrough moment came during the 1974-75 Ashes series against England. The English batsmen, unaccustomed to such raw pace and aggression, were utterly bamboozled. Thomson's opening spell in the second innings of the Brisbane Test was a masterclass in fast bowling as he ripped through the English batting lineup, claiming 6 wickets for 46 runs and securing a resounding victory for Australia. His performance in that series cemented his reputation as a cricketing force to be reckoned with. His partnership with Dennis Lillee, another legendary Australian fast bowler, formed one of the most fearsome bowling attacks in history. Their combined aggression and skill made them a terrifying prospect for any batting lineup. Thomson's bowling was not just about speed, it was about intimidation. His run-up was deceptively short, but his slinging action generated incredible power and pace. His deliveries often reared up from a good length, surprising batsmen and forcing them into defensive postures. The sheer physicality of his bowling, coupled with his menacing stare and occasional verbal barbs, created an aura of invincibility that few could withstand. His quest to break the 100-mile-per-hour barrier became a captivating subplot of his career. While official records are debated, it is widely believed that Thomson achieved this feat on multiple occasions, further solidifying his reputation as one of the fastest bowlers ever to grace the game. Thomson's impact on the game extended beyond his individual achievements. He revolutionized the art of fast bowling, inspiring a generation of young quicks to emulate his aggression and intensity. His influence can be seen in the modern game, where fast bowlers continue to push the boundaries of pace and aggression. The rise of Jeff Thomson was a phenomenon that captivated the cricketing world. He was a force of nature, a raw and untamed talent who redefined the limits of fast bowling. His legacy as one of the most fearsome and intimidating bowlers in history remains undisputed, a testament to his extraordinary skill and unwavering determination.
First ever bowler to breach the barrier of 100 mph in history, and confronted by a bowler so fast, batsman could think of safer game.
Jeff Thomson's on-field aggression and intimidation were as much a part of his legend as his blistering pace. His approach to the game was unapologetically confrontational, blurring the lines between competitive spirit and unsporting behaviour, and sparking debates that continue to this day. Thomson's bowling was a visceral experience, an all-out assault on the batsman's senses. He didn't just aim to get batsmen out, he aimed to dominate them, to instill fear and break their will. His short-pitch deliveries, delivered with searing pace and pinpoint accuracy, were designed to intimidate and unsettle. Batsmen often found themselves ducking for cover, their confidence shattered by the sheer ferocity of his attack. Thomson's aggression wasn't confined to his bowling. He was a master of psychological warfare, engaging in verbal battles with batsmen known as sledging. His sharp wit and cutting remarks were designed to get under the skin of his opponents, to distract them and break their concentration. While some admired his gamesmanship, others criticised it as unsportsmanlike and disrespectful. His partnership with Dennis Lillee, another fiery fast bowler, amplified the intimidation factor. The duo, dubbed the Terror Twins, formed a formidable bowling attack that terrorised batting lineups around the world. Their combined aggression and skill created a sense of dread for opposing teams, who knew they were in for a bruising encounter. However, Thomson's on-field behaviour often crossed the line into controversy. There were instances where his short-pitch bowling appeared deliberately aimed at batsmen's bodies, raising concerns about player safety. He was also accused of excessive appealing and verbal abuse towards umpires and opponents. One particularly infamous incident occurred during a test match against England in 1974. Thomson, frustrated by a batsman's perceived time-wasting tactics, bowled a series of bounces aimed directly at the batsman's head. The incident sparked outrage, with many accusing Thomson of deliberately endangering the batsman's life. Thomson's defenders argue that his aggression was simply a reflection of his competitive spirit and his desire to win at all costs. They point to the era in which he played, a time when on-field aggression was more tolerated and even encouraged. They also argue that his intimidation tactics were a legitimate part of the game, a way to gain a psychological advantage over opponents. However, critics contend that Thomson's behaviour often went beyond the boundaries of fair play. They argue that his deliberate targeting of batsmen's bodies and his verbal abuse crossed the line into unsporting conduct. They also point to the potential long-term consequences of such aggression, both for the players involved and for the image of the sport. The debate over Thomson's on-field aggression continues to this day. It raises important questions about the ethics of intimidation in sports and the responsibility of athletes to uphold the spirit of the game. While Thomson's tactics may have been effective in his era, they would likely be met with harsher penalties and greater scrutiny in today's more regulated and safety-conscious cricketing environment. Regardless of one's perspective, Thomson's on-field aggression and intimidation were an undeniable part of his legacy. They contributed to his aura of invincibility and his reputation as one of the most fearsome fast bowlers in history. But they also fueled controversy and raised questions about the boundaries of acceptable behaviour in sports. Jeff Thomson's on-field aggression often spilled over into the realm of word, where his controversial statements and outbursts further fueled his reputation as a firebrand and a maverick. His brash and unfiltered comments, often delivered with a mischievous grin, both entertained and outraged the cricketing world. One of Thomson's most infamous remarks came before a test match against England in 1974. When asked about his approach to bowling, he quipped, "I enjoy hitting a batsman more than getting him out." The statement, delivered with a casual nonchalance, sent shockwaves through the cricketing community. It was seen as a blatant disregard for player safety and an endorsement of violence on the field. The backlash was swift and severe. Critics condemned Thomson's comments as irresponsible and dangerous, arguing that they promoted a culture of aggression and hostility in the sport. The incident sparked a debate about the ethics of intimidation in cricket and the responsibility of players to uphold the spirit of the game. Thomson's defenders, however, argued that his comments were taken out of context and that he was simply expressing his competitive drive and desire to dominate his opponents. They pointed to his on-field actions, which, while aggressive, rarely resulted in serious injuries. They also argued that his words were meant to be provocative, a way to gain a psychological edge over batsmen. Regardless of intent, Thomson's comment cast a long shadow over his career. It became a defining moment, forever associated associated with his image as a ruthless and uncompromising competitor. It also fueled the perception that he was a loose cannon, prone to outbursts and controversial statements. Throughout his career, Thomson continued to make headlines with his candid and often provocative remark. He was unafraid to criticise his teammates, opponents, and even the cricketing establishment. His opinions, delivered with a mix of humour and bluntness, often ruffled feathers and sparked debate. One such instance occurred in 1977 when he publicly criticised the Australian Cricket Board's decision to ban players who had signed with Kerry Packer's World Series cricket. Thomson, who had himself joined the Rebel League, accused the board of hypocrisy and double standards, arguing that they were more concerned with protecting their own interests than the welfare of the players. His outspokenness often landed him in hot water with the authorities. He was once fined for criticising an umpire's decision, and his frequent clashes with opposing players and officials added to his reputation as a troublemaker. Thomson's controversial statements and outbursts were a reflection of his complex personality. He was a man of contradiction, a fierce competitor who also possessed a sharp wit and a rebellious spirit. His words, while often provocative, also revealed a deep passion for the game and a desire to challenge the status quo. In the end, Thomson's outspokenness was both a blessing and a curse. It endeared him to some who admired his honesty and defiance, while alienating others who found his comments offensive and disrespectful. His legacy is a complex one, shaped not only by his on-field achievements, but also by his controversial words and actions. He remains a polarising figure, but one whose impact on the game and its culture cannot be denied. The World Series Cricket WSC Rebellion, a seismic event in the late 1970s, forever altered the landscape of professional cricket. At its heart was a clash between tradition and innovation, a battle between the established cricket authorities and a visionary entrepreneur named Kerry Packer. Jeff Thomson, with his fearless spirit and rebellious streak, found himself caught in the crossfire, his decision to join the breakaway league having a profound impact on his career and the sport itself. WSC was Packer's audacious attempt to revolutionise cricket, offering lucrative contracts to top players and introducing innovations like coloured clothing, day-night matches and improved television coverage. The established cricket boards, however, saw WSC as a threat to their control and reacted with hostility, banning players who signed with Packer's league from representing their national team. Thomson, disillusioned with the meagre pay and restrictive contracts offered by the Australian Cricket Board, ACB, saw WSC as an opportunity to secure his financial future and play alongside some of the world's best cricketers. His decision to join the Rebel League was met with mixed reactions. Some praised his courage and entrepreneurial spirit, while others condemned him as a traitor, prioritising personal gain over national duty. The WSC saga was a bitter and divisive period in cricket history. The established boards fought tooth and nail to suppress the rebellion, using their power and influence to ostracise the players who had dared to challenge their authority. Thomson, along with other WSC recruits, found himself banned from international cricket, his dreams of representing Australia seemingly shattered. Despite the ban, Thomson continued to excel in the WSC, showcasing his raw pace and aggression against some of the world's best batsmen. The Rebel League provided a platform for him to express his talents and challenge the traditional cricketing hierarchy. The matches were intense and competitive, showcasing a level of skill and innovation that rivaled, if not surpassed, the established international scene. The WSC Rebellion ultimately proved to be a catalyst for change. The innovations introduced by Packer, such as coloured clothing and day-night matches, were eventually adopted by the mainstream cricketing world. The lucrative contracts offered by WSC also forced the established boards to improve player payments and conditions, recognising the commercial value of the sport and the need to reward its stars. Thomson's involvement in WSC had a profound impact on his career. While he was eventually reinstated to the Australian team in 1979, the ban had cost him several years of international cricket at his peak. The experience left him with a sense of bitterness towards the cricketing establishment, but it also strengthened his resolve and his belief in the need for change. In retrospect, the WSC Rebellion was a watershed moment in cricket history. It challenged the status quo, forcing the sport to evolve and adapt to the changing times. Thomson's decision to join the Rebel League, while controversial at the time, ultimately contributed to a more professional and equitable cricketing landscape. His legacy as a pioneer and a disruptor is intertwined with the WSC saga, a reminder that even the most established institutions can be challenged and that progress often comes at a cost.
The one that had to me, the unlimited pace, who was really the quickest, was probably Tomo. etc. and the others. He just seemed to have that little bit of brute power and strength that the others were more rhythm, etc.
Jeff Thomson's relentless pursuit of speed and aggression on the cricket field came at a steep cost. His body, subjected to the immense strain of his unique bowling action and the sheer force he generated, bore the brunt of his ambition. The physical toll of his career was immense, leaving him with a legacy of injuries and chronic pain that continues to haunt him to this day. Thomson's bowling action, a slingshot-like motion that propelled the ball at astonishing speeds, put tremendous stress on his shoulder, back and legs. The repetitive stress and impact of delivering thousands of deliveries took its toll, leading to a series of injuries that plagued him throughout his career. Shoulder problems were a recurring theme, with Thomson experiencing pain and discomfort that often limited his ability to bowl at full throttle. He underwent multiple surgeries and rehabilitation programs, but the damage was irreversible. The wear and tear on his shoulder joint left him with a permanent reminder of the sacrifices he made for the game. Back issues also plagued Thomson, the constant twisting and bending of his spine during his bowling action causing chronic pain and discomfort. He struggled with spasms and stiffness, often requiring extensive physiotherapy and pain management to keep him on the field. The back problems not only affected his performance, but also his quality of life, limiting his ability to enjoy everyday activities. Hamstring strains and other muscle injuries were another common occurrence, further disrupting his career and forcing him to spend extended periods on the sidelines. The frustration of being unable to play, coupled with the constant pain and discomfort, took a toll on his mental and emotional well-being. The physical toll of Thomson's injuries extended far beyond his playing days. Even after retirement, he continued to experience pain and limitations, a constant reminder of the sacrifices he made for the game. He has undergone multiple surgeries and rehabilitation programs in an attempt to manage his chronic pain, but the damage is permanent. The mental and emotional impact of his injuries is equally profound. Thomson has spoken openly about the challenges he faced in coping with the physical and psychological toll of his career. The pressure to perform at the highest level, coupled with the constant threat of injury, created a sense of anxiety and vulnerability. The transition to life after cricket was also difficult. The sudden loss of the adrenaline rush and the camaraderie of the dressing room left a void in his life. He struggled to find a new purpose and identity, grappling with feelings of emptiness and isolation. Thomson's story is a poignant reminder of the human cost of professional sport. The relentless pursuit of excellence can come at a steep price, both physically and mentally. While the glory and adulation are fleeting, the scars and traumas can last a lifetime. It's important to recognise and address the mental health challenges faced by athletes, both during and after their careers. The pressure to perform, the fear of injury, and the difficulties of transitioning to a new life can all take a toll on their well-being. Providing support and resources for athletes to manage these challenges is crucial in ensuring their long-term health and happiness. Jeff Thomson's journey is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Despite the physical and mental toll of his career, he has continued to embrace life with passion and determination. He remains an inspiration to many, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, it is possible to find strength and purpose.
No, I only had accidents, in the rest days and all that. So if I played now, I wouldn't have any trouble.
Life after cricket for Jeff Thomson has been a journey of self-discovery, reflection, and ultimately a search for peace and acceptance. The transition from the adrenaline-fueled world of professional sport to a quieter, more introspective existence was not without its challenges. Thomson, like many athletes, struggled to find a new purpose and identity once the roar of the crowd had faded. The early years of retirement were marked by a sense of restlessness and uncertainty. The competitive fire that had fueled his cricketing career still burned within him, but he now lacked an outlet for his energy and passion. He dabbled in various business ventures, including a sports equipment company and a coaching academy, but none of them truly captured his heart. The physical toll of his playing days continued to haunt him, with chronic pain and limited mobility serving as constant reminders of the sacrifices he had made for the game. He underwent multiple surgeries and rehabilitation programs hoping to find relief, but the damage was irreversible. The physical limitations frustrated him, making it difficult to engage in the activities he once enjoyed. The emotional and psychological scars of his career were equally profound. The pressure to perform, the constant scrutiny of the media, and the relentless cycle of injuries had taken a toll on his mental well-being. He struggled with anxiety, depression, and a sense of isolation, feeling adrift in a world that no longer revolved around cricket. As time passed, Thomson began to confront the demons of his past. He reflected on his career, acknowledging both the triumphs and the controversies. He expressed remorse for some of his on-field actions, recognizing that his aggression had sometimes crossed the line into unsporting behaviour. He also opened up about the mental health challenges he had faced, breaking the stigma surrounding these issues in the sporting world. Thomson's journey towards self-acceptance and redemption has been a gradual one. He has sought solace in his family and friends, their unwavering support, providing him with comfort and stability. He has also found new passions and interests, including music and environmental activism. His love for music led him to form a band, the Wild Colonial Boys, with whom he has released several albums. The band's music, a blend of rock and blues, reflects Thomson's rebellious spirit and his love for life. It has also provided him with a creative outlet and a way to connect with others on a deeper level. Thomson's passion for the environment has also become a driving force in his life. He has become a vocal advocate for sustainable practices and conservation efforts, using his platform to raise awareness about the importance of protecting our planet. His activism has given him a renewed sense of purpose, allowing him to channel his energy and passion into a cause he believes in. In recent years, Thomson has also embraced his role as a mentor and ambassador for the game of cricket. He has shared his experiences and insights with young players, offering guidance and support as they navigate the challenges of professional sport. His willingness to be open and honest about his own struggles has resonated with many, breaking down barriers and fostering a more open dialogue about mental health in the sporting world. Thomson's journey of reflection and reinvention is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. He has faced adversity head-on, learning from his mistakes and finding new ways to contribute to the world. His story is a reminder that even in the face of challenges, it is possible to find peace, purpose, and a renewed sense of self. Jeff Thomson's legacy is a complex tapestry woven with threads of triumph, controversy, and resilience. He was a force of nature on the cricket pitch, a fast bowler whose raw power and aggression left an indelible mark on the game. But his journey was also marked by personal struggles, injuries, and outspoken opinions that often challenged the status quo. Thomson's story reminds us that even the most celebrated athletes are human, with their own flaws and vulnerabilities. His willingness to confront his demons and reflect on his past mistakes is a testament to his growth and maturity. It also serves as a reminder that the pursuit of excellence can come at a cost, both physically and mentally. As we reflect on Thomson's remarkable career, we are left with several questions. How do we reconcile his on-field aggression with his off-field struggles? Did his controversial statements and actions overshadow his achievements? What lessons can we learn from his journey about the pressures faced by athletes and the importance of mental health? We invite you to share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Let's engage in a respectful and thoughtful discussion about the legacy of Jeff Thomson, the Thunder from Down Under. How do you think he will be remembered in the annals of cricket history? What impact do you think his story will have on future generations of players? And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more captivating sports stories. Let's continue exploring the lives of those who have shaped the world of sports, both on and off the field.